Hello, welcome to another video. It's your host, Ultimate Gamer 19,000, and I'm here today to present to you all Season 2, Episode 9 of Random Multiclass Thursdays, the Sorcerer Supreme. Before this video begins, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, or if you just want to support me, yeah, let's get into today's build. So to begin, we'll be taking the Asmar species. This is mainly so that we can get some extra damage. It does have some other cool benefits, but I won't go over that in today's build. Now, for our stats, I accidentally skipped our origin. With our origin, I recommend picking up the Alert Origin feat and making sure you can increase your Constitution and Charisma. Now for stats, we'll be going with an 8 Strength, 12 Dexterity, 15 Constitution with a +1, 8 Intelligence, 13 Wisdom, 15 Charisma, and with a +2. Now, for level 1, we'll be taking our first level in Sorcerer, giving us proficiency in Constitution and Charisma saves, and also we get Innate Sorcery. As a bonus action, all spell save DC for our Sorcerer spells increases by 1, and we have advantage on attack rolls made by our Sorcerer spells. We can only use this feature twice per long rest. So yeah, there it is. Now, for cantrips and first level spells we get as a Sorcerer, I recommend picking up Mind Sliver, Precipitation, True Strike, Firebolt for level 1 spells, Magic Missile, Shield, Charm Person, and Ice Knife. Overall, all of these spells are pretty damn good, but I mainly suspect we'll be using Shield pretty much very often, and all the other spells not that often. Now, for level 2, we'll be taking our first level in Warlock, picking up the Pact to the Tome option. Yeah, that's really the only reason why we're taking Pact to the Tome. All the other Eldritch Invocations we want to take are either higher level or aren't really that good. So yeah, and also we do gain Pact Magic, giving us one spell slot that recharges on a short rest. Now, if you want to see the Pact to the Tome options I chose, just look at the screen. They're all there, but I won't say them out loud. Now, for cantrips and level 1 spells, here's when we begin to cook. We can pick up Eldritch Blast and Hex. Eldritch Blast, of course, is one of the best cantrips in the game, if not the best cantrip, and Hex is a great way to add on a ton of damage if you're making a lot of attacks. And with today's build, we're making a lot of attacks. We also get Mage Hand and Blade Ward, and also for our level 1 spells as a Warlock, you can also take Witch Bolt, Armor of Agdis, or Comprehend Languages. Pick your favorite. Now, as a level 3 character, we can pick up our second Eldritch Invocation, granting us Agonizing Blast, allowing us to add our Charisma modifier to our Eldritch Blast damage, which should greatly increase our damage output. Now, as a 4th level character, 2nd level Sorcerer, we now gain some cool meta magics. I recommend picking up Quicken Spell and Twin Dispel. Overall, I think those two are just your best meta magics, but don't worry, you can and will be able to get every single player's handbook meta magic option later on in this build, so don't worry about it too much. Now, as a 5th level character, 3rd level Sorcerer, we get our subclass. Now, we're picking up Draconic Sorcery for many reasons. An armor class being our Dexterity and Charisma modifier is really powerful. We're going to be having a maxed out Charisma modifier, and our Dexterity is a 12, so, it's not going to be the highest, but a 16 AC at higher levels is pretty nice, especially with Shield. But we also get an extra hit point per Sorcerer level we take, which is pretty damn nice, especially having almost a weaker version of Tough. And also, we get some really cool Draconic spells. Now, those Draconic spells are Alter Self, Chromatic Orb, Command, and Dragon's Breath. These spells we automatically have prepared and can cast them anytime we want. Now, for our 2nd level spells that you can pick from, I recommend Crown of Madness, Misty Step, Suggestion, Hold Person, Enhance Ability, and Relarge Induce. But I am forcing you to take Scorching Ray, because Scorching Ray is kind of the whole point of this build, so it would make no sense to not take Scorching Ray. But now, for our 5th level damage report, on turn 1, we'll be using our Heavenly Wings feature as a bonus action, then casting Eldritch Blast, dealing an average of 20 damage. Turn 2, casting Hex, then casting Eldritch Blast, dealing 27 damage. Turn 3, activating our Innate Sorcery, then Eldritch Blasting, dealing 27 points of damage. And then turn 4, quickening Eldritch Blast and casting Scorching Ray, dealing an average of 58.5 damage. Yeah, we do a lot of damage here. And again, that's only a 2nd level Scorching Ray. So using one sorcery point, And the second level spell slot, well, one sorcery point, a second level spell slot, and a first level spell slot, we can do a lot of damage, 58 points of it to be exact. And also, our average to hit is 16.5, and all of our Scorching Rays have permanent advantage thanks to us activating our innate sorcery. So yeah, but if you already have advantage for some reason, I recommend on turn 3 using Quick and Eldritch Blast and Scorching Ray instead of activating your innate sorcery. Again, that is just my recommendation. Now for level 6, as a 4th level sorcerer, we'll be picking up Warcaster here. The reason we're picking up Warcaster again is having advantage on those Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration, because we do take a while to kind of build up a little. So making sure we never drop Hex is very important, and also being able to increase our charisma score to 18 is a massive damage buff. And also being able to cast a spell as a reaction can be really nice if we just reaction blast someone in the head 5 feet away from them with Eldritch Blast, which, could potentially be pretty funny. Now, as a 5th level sorcerer, we get Sorcerer Restoration. When we finish a short rest, we can regain expended sorcery points, but no more than a number equal to half your sorcerer level, rounded down. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Basically, once per short rest, we're allowed to gain. Once per long rest, we're allowed to gain 2 sorcery points back when we take a short rest, and of course that number scales. I mean, that's 2 uses of Quickened Eldritch Blast plus Scorching Ray, so yeah, that's pretty damn nice if you ask me. Now, we also get 3rd level spells as a 5th level sorcerer, gaining us Fear and Fly from being a Draconic Soul Sorcerer, and you can also pick up Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Fireball, Haste, Lightning Bolt, and Hypnotic Pattern. All really good spells. I mean, Haste, of course, is very nice. Hypnotic Pattern being good control. Fireball being very fun. Lightning Bolt, again, being very fun. Counterspell can be really, really clutch. So overall, kind of just pick your favorite here. We're not really using 3rd level spells, but we are using 3rd level spell slots. So yeah. Now as an 8th level character, 6th level sorcerer, we get Elemental Affinity. Basically, anytime we deal damage that is aligned with our Draconic Ancestor, with our Draconic Affinity, whole word salad there, we basically do some extra damage. Meaning, for a sorcerer, I recommend being attuned to a fire dragon, any sort of fire dragon, bronze, copper, no, not bronze. I think it's copper and red that deal fire, but whatever. I recommend just being attuned or having an affinity for fire damage, because basically this allows us to, anytime we cast a spell that does fire damage, you add our charisma modifier on top to one of the damage rolls, meaning our Scorching Ray deals more damage, and we now have permanent resistance to fire damage, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. Now, as a 9th level character, 7th level sorcerer, we get Sorcerer Incarnate. When we have no uses of sorcerer, if incarnate sorcery left, you can use it by spending 2 sorcery points when you take the bonus action to activate it. In addition, while your innate sorcery is up, you can now cast 2 meta magic options instead of 1 on a spell you cast. Yeah, pretty damn nice. I mean, being able to use 2 meta magic options is super cool. I don't think there's many meta magic options that really benefit our Scorching Ray. I can't think of any that like really would help us out very much. But overall, still pretty damn nice. Now, as a 7th level character, we get 4th level spells. We can pick up Banishment, Charm Monster, Dimension Door, Dominate Beast, Greater Invisibility, Ice Storm, Polymorph, Wall of Fire. A lot of good 4th level spells, but we have permanently prepared Arcane Eye and Charm Monster as a Draconic Sorcerer. So yeah, I mean, those 2 spells can be pretty damn nice if you ask me. Now, as a 10th level character, 8th level Sorcerer, we get an additional ability score improvement, maxing out our Charisma at 20. I mean, yeah, maxing our Charisma as early as possible is very nice, because many of our features just get a flat bonus with Charisma. Speaking of, level 10 damage report. So turn 1, using our Heavenly Wings and Eldritch Blast, we do 25 damage. Turn 2, casting Hex and using Eldritch Blast, we do 32 damage. Turn 3, innate sorcery, Eldritch Blast dealing 32 damage. Turn 4, quicken Eldritch Blast, Scorching Ray, 4th level, with an average damage of 89.5. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that real quick. Make sure to drink water. Now, it seems I forgot to put the average to hit, which is super embarrassing. but your average to hit should be something like let me because let's deal with averages. Damn, I should have like 19. I think your average to hit is like 19 with semi-permanent advantage on your Scorching Rays. I mean, yeah, 89.5 damage is really nice. And A, even if we're not wasting a high-level spell slot, 32 damage on average with one cantrip is super nice as well. I mean, again, we're using Eldritch Blast, Hex, and Scorching Ray here. We're using pretty low-level items and able to really do a lot of damage with them, which is really impressive in my book. Sorry, hiccuped up a little. Now we gain 5th level spells. As a 9th level wizard, as a 9th level sorcerer, not wizard, we can pick up animate objects, cone of cold, dominate person, hold monster, seeming, synaptic static, teleportation circle, and as a draconic soul sorcerer, we can pick up legend lore and summon dragon as well. Now, as a 10th level sorcerer, we gain 2 extra meta magic options. Here I recommend picking up transmuted spell and empowered spell. Both of them just allow for some extra damage, while transmuted spell allows us to go bypass resistances, which can equal extra damage. So yeah, overall 2 really good options in my opinion. Now, as an 11th level sorcerer, we get 6 level spells. I recommend picking up Chain Lightning, Disintegrate, Global of Invulnerability, Mass Suggestion, or Sunbeam. Any one of those spells will probably give you pretty damn good results, in my opinion. Also, I mean, you could always Sunbeam, Quicken, was Scorching Ray. So yeah, you could Sunbeam, Quicken, Scorching Ray. I'm pretty sure you would be doing less damage that way, but it could be really damn cool if you did want to do it. Now, as a 14th level character, we gain an additional feature ASI as a 12th level sorcerer. And here I'm going to pick up Meta Magic Object, Meta Magic Adept from Tasha's Quadrant of Everything. This basically gives us an extra 2 sorcery points, which is really damn nice. And I mean, hey, 2 extra sorcery points can go a long way because that's 2 extra quicken spells. And also, we learn 2 additional meta magic options of our choice. Here I pick up Subtle Spell and Careful Spell. I mean, those 2 are really good. I mean, Subtle Spell can be really nice when you want to cast a cold person before a fight starts out, or Hex before a fight starts out, or anything before a fight starts out. Or if you want to cast something and just see how they would react to you casting it, or just someone in general casting it, it could be a really good way to, like, oh yeah, blame it on that guy. Oh, look, I swear I saw him do it, and no one saw you do it because you did it subtly. Overall, a very good feature. Also, Careful Spell can be really nice when you're just throwing a fireball loosey-goosey and don't want to worry about hitting your teammates. Now, as a 13th level sorcerer, we get 7th level spells here. We can pick up Finger of Death, Plane Shift, Firestorm, Teleport, and Reverse Gravity. I personally recommend picking up Plane Shift and Teleport here. Those 2 spells are very powerful and probably stuff you should pick up. Now, as a 15th level character, here's our damage report. Turn 1, using our Heavenly Wings feature and Eldritch Blast, we've been doing an average of 36.5 damage. Turn 2, Hex and Eldritch Blast dealing 46.5 damage on average. Turn 3, Innate Sorcery and Eldritch Blast dealing 46.5 damage on average. And then turn 4, Quicken Eldritch Blast plus a 7th level Scorching Ray dealing an average of 134.9999991 points of damage. Yeah, really damn powerful with an average to hit of 20.5. Yeah, not much to speak about here. Just 134 points of damage. Yeah, this is pretty damn nice. And I mean, also, when you're not using Scorching Ray at 7th level, you could also just use like Sunbeam or a 6th level Scorching Ray and still get some pretty damn good results. And yeah, overall, really high numbers here. Now, as a 16th level character, will be a 14th level sorcerer, Genghis Dragon Wings. Basically, as a bonus action, and for 1 minute, we gain a fly speed of 60 feet. And if we want to use this feature again, we can spend 3 sorcery points or take a long rest. So yeah, that's it. Now, as a 15th level sorcerer, we get 8th level spells. Here I recommend picking up Dominate Person, Power Word Stun, and Stun Burst, and Sunburst, not Stun Burst. Stun Burst would be an interesting spell. Like, I guess a wave of stun just explodes from you. Oh, that would be really powerful. Huh. That's an interesting thing for a boss to have. I may be cooking. I may be cooking. But as an 18th level character, 16th level sorcerer, we'll be picking up an additional feat of our choice. Here I take Resilient Wisdom. I like to make my wisdom saving throws. If you don't care for Resilient Wisdom, then pick any other feat you want. There is really no requirements here. Kind of just pick your favorite, in my opinion. Now, as a 19th level character, 17th level sorcerer, we can pick up Seeking and Distant Spell. The final two meta magic options we were missing. Yeah, overall, they're both pretty bad, but they're nice. I mean, Seeking Spell can actually be really nice with Scorching Ray, because if we do miss one, we can just Seeking Spell, which, maybe looking back on it, we probably should have taken Seeking Spell a little earlier, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. And Distant Spell is Distant Spell, we have it. But as a 17th level sorcerer, we also get 9th level spells, granting us Meteor Swarm, Time Stop, Powered Kill, Wish, and Gate. Obviously, you take Wish here. That's a no-brainer. In my opinion, you honestly take... Time Stop can also be really good. You might want to take Time Stop and Wish here, or just Wish alone. They're all very good spells. Meteor Swarm, of course, is very, very cool and extremely fun as well. Now, as a 20th level character, we now gain a Dragon Companion. Basically, this allows us to, once per long rest, cast Summon Dragon without material components and without concentration, but it only lasts for 1 minute. Now, to stick true to this build's whole theme, I am not using your Dragon Companion and assuming we're going to be having it active to deal damage, but you most definitely should and could, but I really just want to stick to the idea of how much roll damage we can do. I really just want to stick to with Eldritch Blast, Scorching Ray. I want to stick with that, so I'm not using it, but please do. In your personal games, I recommend on your turn 2, instead of casting Eldritch Blast, just use your Summon Dragon, because again, Summon Dragon is free, doesn't require a spell slot, meaning you can just easily add that in there. You won't change your final damage. Well, it will. It will actively increase your final damage by a significant amount, but not by a significant amount. Summon Dragon is kind of booty cheeks, last time I read it, but overall, it's middle school. You probably can't see that we do a lot of damage, but let's build up to it a little. On turn 1, we'll be casting Heavenly Wings and also casting Eldritch Blast, dealing an average of 48 damage. Now, turn 2, we will be casting Hex and using Eldritch Blast, dealing an average of 62 damage. And on turn 3, using Innate Sorcery, Eldritch Blast, dealing an average of 62 damage. And finally, turn 4, Quickened Eldritch Blast with Scorching Ray at 9th level, dealing an average of 172 damage with an average to hit of 21.5, marking the end of today's build. Overall, what are my thoughts and opinions on today's build? Pretty damn solid, if I do say so myself. This build, of course, it stuck to a gimmick, which was just how much damage could a Eldritch Blast, heightened Quicken Eldritch Blast, upcasted Scorching Ray with Hex do. It's basically the ultimate blaster. And overall, I do think this build is pretty good. Now, I did see Kobe from D&D D4 Deep Dive did a build very similar to this. Now, I do want to note that I had this build done way before he uploaded his, so I'm not copying him, but I am pointing it out. So I'm pretty sure he took levels of Wizard in his, and I'm pretty sure he only used cantrips as well. Of course, my version, I didn't take no Wizard levels, and I used Scorching Ray at high levels. But yeah, if you want to see a build similar to this, go check out his channel as well. But yeah, I did kind of want to speak about a kind of a problem I may have noticed with this build. This build is very much burst type of damage. Now, as you can see, we're wasting a 9th level slot to hit this high level damage. But I do want to remind people that we do have Sunbeam. Sunbeam is a very nice spell. If you don't know, I'm going to pull it up here. Sunbeam basically allows us to, as an action every turn, as long as we keep concentration, deal 68 radiant damage. If a creature fails a saving throw, they also become blinded, meaning all of our attacks have advantage on them. Sunbeam is a very nice spell. Definitely something I would recommend picking up if you don't really like the idea of just like wasting your 9th level slot on Scorching Ray. And of course, do remember that you are still a sorcerer at the end of the day. you still have plane shift, reverse gravity. You still have dominate monster, powered sun, sunburst, meteor swarm, time stop, powered kill, kill, wish, gates. Like you still have extraordinarily powerful spells. So just remember, just because you can do a ton of damage, maybe doing a ton of damage isn't the best choice. Yeah, again, that is just my personal opinion. Now there is a version of this build where you go like spell sniper. You go spell sniper, hold monster, hold person, and just automatically crit on your scorching ray and eldritch blast. I'm not doing that for today's build, because I already saw someone else do it. So maybe if I can find a way to like enhance that build, or if I ever feel like I am gonna do it, maybe I'll do that later. But yeah, I think overall that's gonna be the end for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, OT19 signing out. Peace.